Hi guys, welcome back to my page. It's always a pleasure to have you here. So before we get into our topic for today, I have to show you these. Look at that. And I swear I'm not a salesman or anything, but I thought these were so cute. I got off of Amazon. Guys, when I find a good find, people be thinking I'm a salesman, but I just like to share good information, and that's why I be making these videos. This is the one that caught my eye first. And if you want me to come back and put a link on there, I will. Other than that, we're going to move right along. But this is cute. This goes with my motorcycle jacket. That's what caught my eye first. I just thought these purses were so freaking cute that I had to show you. But anyway, moving right along. Back to the video. So guys, I want to talk about what is the single most important thing that you should look for when you're looking for a long-term relationship or marriage or, whatever. We all been young before, and we get to a point where we're just excited. We see somebody cute, he fine, he buff, and she cute, she thick, and she shapely, or whatever attracted you to that person. And then you kind of just get to know each other, talk to each other, and you're like, okay, they're kind of cool. Okay, I can tolerate them. You can tolerate that. And then you get together and voila, okay? So that is a very immature way of going about a relationship. You have to go about a relationship like, you have options, not like you just seek and you find. Like every friend that you run into, everybody you run into, they're not going to be your best friend. What is the glue that hold a relationship together? Okay. So we all know that we need to keep God ahead of our relationship. That should be the number one thing, of course. But even with that being said, sometimes people are on different spiritual levels. Let's say if this person go to church 7 days a week and she's always in church, always praising God, always really into the word. And then you got a person that goes to church only 1 day a week. Okay. And he's like, I want you to spend time with me. What's up with that? You don't have to go to church all the time. It don't take all of that. And then you have the girl saying, well, this is my life. You should be going to church more. You see how that can cause friction in a relationship? That is because those two individuals are not compatible. And I'm not saying people can't grow in compatibility. That is a possibility. But that is very unlikely. What ends up happening is someone end up shedding their personality and shedding who they are, and they end up resentful. For example, when you have these young men or these older men dating younger women, and they experience life, they're settled down, they don't want to do a lot of things, they want to sit back and relax, they don't want to go out, they don't want to travel or nothing like that. And then you have a girl that still haven't made her mistakes, haven't experienced life, really haven't experienced anything. And then the guy is pulling her down into a relationship and tying her down into a relationship that is not suitable for her. I can never imagine being an older woman getting with a young guy, and I know that I've already had kids and I've already experienced life. And now I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do all of that. No, you want a person that I wouldn't even do an individual like that. I wouldn't force them to skip over all of the things that they want to experience. Now, I'm not saying that some older and younger people are not compatible, because sometimes a person that's young could be ready to settle down. They can know what they want. Or sometimes an older person could be vibrant and, ready to do all of these things that the younger person wants to do. So I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that those are the things you want to look for in a relationship. You want to be compatible with that individual. And I would say that's even more important than love. And I say that to say, because you can love a person and you could cheat. Like, have you ever had a family member that you love, but you just can't be in the same room with them? You can't be around them. You guys just don't mesh well together. Well, that's the same idea. A person, just because they love you does not mean they dealt with their trauma, does not mean they dealt with their toxic ways, does not mean that they can change their personality, does not mean that they, it doesn't mean any of those things. So you want to consider those things, because just because you love a person does not automatically mean you guys should be together. And I think that a lot of times we tell people that, oh, if he loved you, he would not cheat on you. Or if he loved you, he would not do that, because you think, well, I feel like he do love me. Well, he may love you. But with that being said, even though he loved you, it does not mean, just because he loved you, it does not mean you guys should be together, that you have to put up with those toxic ways. So those are things you want to consider when you're looking for a mate, because this is the number one decision in your life that's going to impact what type of life you have. It's going to impact what type of how your children turn out. It's going to impact how your finances look. It's going to impact your mental health. It's going to be the single decision that impacts your life. I used to go about life totally different. I used to think, oh, well, if you love somebody, if you really love them, then you guys, you can make anything work. Love conquers all. That's a very Cinderella way of thinking of it. Oh, he's going to come in and sweep me off my feet because he loves me. We can get through everything. But you're not compatible with the person. And I'm not talking about just being with a person 50 years. I'm talking about 50 years of happiness, joy, fulfillment. We all go through things in relationships, okay? But you don't want to be with a person 50 years and you're miserable. You guys are just together just because you're together. Or you guys are life partners, or, however, this person stays in this side of the house and that person stays in that side of the house. No, everybody deserves a good relationship. Everybody deserves to be happy and fulfilled. Again, happiness doesn't look like, oh, I'm happy all the time. But overall, you should be satisfied with your relationship. You're going to go through hard times. But if you're not compatible with that person, then, you guys are not going to handle things well. So when you're in a relationship or you're looking to further your relationship, make sure that that person is someone you can mesh with. Does not mean that person have to like the same things you like. So for example, you may like to have girls' night out. He may like to have video games. You guys work together, harmonious. You work together and say, well, okay, I'm going to go out to girls' night out on Saturday and you get to play your game, so you guys can work together harmonious. Okay. So I want you to go about the relationship like you would go about a friendship. Okay. Everybody is not going to be your best friend. Can you think of two people in your life that you know that if they dealt with each other every day, they would be miserable? Yeah, that's like relationship. We see a person and we think, bam, they're cute. We can make it work. You don't do that with a friendship. You get to know a person and you see if you guys have similar interests or if you guys, are compatible, how this person is. So that is what I want to share with you today. Hope this helps somebody. I will get deeper into compatibility about what that looks like in another video. But for now, thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next one.